Hey everyone. So this is going to be the spiral review for Wednesday, September 9th, 2020. Let's get going. All right, first thing we're going to do is a little bit of division. So 60 divided by 12, this should be pretty simple. You can run the long division out or you can do it in your head. Give it a shot and go. All right, this one should be pretty simple. If you want to rewrite it, that's fine. 60 divided by 12, but you're going to find real fast that you're just going to have to know this fact because 12 can only, it's going to be a guess and check. So I know that, let's see, if this were 10, I could go in 6 times, but because of this 2, we're going to have to go down one number. So let's try 5 times. 5 times 2, it's going to give me 10. Carry my 1 over. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 gives me 6. Hey. Pretty decent. Got a big old goose egg, so that means my answer is going to be 5. Look at that amazing quotient there. No remainder. We're good to go. That one should have been pretty easy, especially if you know your 12 facts. You could rock that one out without even trying. All right, 96.8. This is going to be a little more difficult. Go ahead and give this, I'll give this a pause, and you go ahead and give it a try. All right. Got 96 divided by 8. Let's go ahead and we'll write this out. For some of us, we do it in our head. Some of us need the visual. So, can I take 8 out of 9? I can. I can do it exactly 1 time, and 1 times 8 is 8. And that leaves me with 1 left over. Then I'll drop down my next digit. If I'm following the standard algorithm, I get 16. 8 times what gives me 16? Well, it should be 2. Hopefully you had that one down. That will give me 16 and a remainder of 0. So my answer, 96 divided by 8, is indeed 12. All right. Let's keep rolling. All right, this is going to take you a little bit longer. 750 divided by 15. Go ahead and pause. Well, it's going to pause for you. Give this a shot, and then we'll check it out together. All right. So I have 750, and we need to divide that by 15. Put them in the vernaculum there. There's 15. All right. So 15 cannot go into 7. You can put a 0 there if you want to. I just happen to know I want to go over to the next digit. So I know that a couple different things. I know that 15 times 2 is 30. I know that one off the top of my head. If I do 30 twice, which would be 15 times 4, that's 60. And then 60 plus another 15 actually ends up being 75. So that would give me 5 of them. 5 times 5 is 25. There's that. Carry the 2. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2 gives me 7. And I'm almost done, but not quite because I still have a 0 here. But 15 can't take groups of 15 out of 0. That just becomes a placeholder. I would get a 0 here. Because I'm at 0 and the end of my digits, I am done. I can call it a day. So 50 would be my answer of 750 divided by 15. All right, I hope those are pretty easy for you. Let's move on. We're just going to have 2 today, 2 short word problems. So I want you to pause the video, go ahead, think through what your cube method would tell you to do with each of these numbers, and we'll work it through here in just a second. All right, here we go. So Logan, I'm going to circle all my numbers. Logan has 20 action figures. Okay, he is shipping them to a friend. He can fit 3 action figures in a box. How many boxes will he need? Well, there's my question. The question is, how many boxes will he need? I've circled, I've underlined it, and I need to box the words that tell me what operation I'm going to use. So I've got 20 action figures, and I'm shipping them to a friend. I can fit 3 in a box. In a box is telling me I'm taking my big thing, and I'm putting a smaller amount in each box. If I then want to figure out how many boxes I'll need in total, this is actually going to be dividing this 20 into groups of 3. So this is going to be division. I'll put myself a little division sign. So circle underlined, boxed, and now we can eliminate. All right. So now you just need to know what 20 divided by 3 is. So I'm going to go ahead, 20 divided by 3. Well, 3 can't go into 2. It can go into 20, and it would go in 6 times because I know my 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Still getting close. 18. So 3 times 6 is 18. Subtract that out, and I have 2 left over. Now, this is not my answer because 6 remainder of 2 can't be how many boxes. I can't have a remainder of 2 boxes. What this means, I have 6 boxes totally full, and then I have 2 action figures left over. Well, if I'm sending these to my friend, I will want to put them in a box as well. So that means I'll need 6 boxes that will be full of 3 action figures and 1 box that has the 2 in it. So I'm going to need 7 boxes in total. So again, your answer would be 7 boxes. Remember, when you have anything with a remainder, especially if it's a story problem, you need to go back through and interpret what does that remainder mean. All right, let's try our last one here together. So 3 friends are dividing the cost of a kite equally. The kite costs $15.75. How much will each person pay? Now, this might look like a type of problem that we haven't done yet, and in fact it is. But you can use what you know about repeated addition and decimals to figure this guy out. So why don't you go ahead and give it a try? We'll go ahead and pause, and then we'll check it together. All right, here we go. I've got 3 friends are dividing the cost of this kite. Let's see. So there's my first number. 3 friends are dividing the cost of this kite equally. Each kite costs $15.75. I want to know how much will each person pay. And, equally. And they even tell me dividing the cost equally. So I know this is going to be division. So I have $15.75. And I have to divide that by 3. Now, this is something we haven't done yet. We haven't gone through all this yet. But if you know what you know, using what you know about numbers, you should be able to figure this out. So I'm going to take my dollars first. I know I have $15.75. So let's worry about my dollars. If I have $15 and I divide that equally into 3 different groups, I'm going to have $5 per group. I also know that if I have 75 cents, that's 3 quarters. So one of the 3 quarters would be 25 cents. And ladies and gentlemen, this is how much each person would pay. If you're writing this out for me on a test, I would expect you to write, each person will pay $5.25. I know that was a little different than we would normally go about doing things. We will actually get into division of decimals real soon. But for today, we'll just keep this here like this. $15.75 divided by 3 gives you $5.25. All right, that's it for your spiral and review today. If you want to click on down to the next section, we're going to get into our mini lesson and get into the meat of dealing with decimals again today. We've got decimals times decimals. Sounds scary, but we're going to be using the skills we used yesterday to help us figure it out. All right, head down below and good luck.